Hi there, I'm John.
I'm Robin.
So today's video, it's all about the road that's just been completed behind us.
Yep.
And we're going to take a little bit of a walk down there and show you what our plans are. We've got a few things that are happening and we want you to know what's going on with the Old North Homestead.
Share a glimpse through our lens as we create a sustainable farm, handcraft our home from the forest, and share with you our successes and failures. Welcome to the Old North Homestead.
The plan is to fill this bladder in the back of the car. It's about 120 gallons of water, so we're going to see how it's going to cope with the weight of water in the Subaru, and we're going to take it up to the property, which we've got a transfer pump that will pass it through to a 250 gallon tote. So the idea here being is to find a closer water source to where the property is and transfer 100 gallons at a time to fill the tote. Naturally, water doesn't last too long in the tote, despite the fact that we've got a cover over it and it's all blackened out so the ultraviolet doesn't destroy it. We really just need it for washing and mixing cement, etc. It's not drinking water, obviously. So we'll see how she goes. Well, the batter made itself up to the property. You can see here now I've got the transfer pump connected to the bladder in the back of the car. The pump's sitting on the floor and the ends put into the tote. So this is the top of the driveway, and he put in quite a few different bases as we spoke about in the last video. We're coming up for the first bend in the road, and it's quite a bit of a drop on the left hand side, as you can see. And coming around the corner here, it gets a little steeper, but the base is pretty well stable. It's very, very hard, and it's had some week and a half now worth of rain and weathering on the top, so it's pretty well settled. We've still got a little bit of an area over to the left of us that's got a trail that was and is very deep, so it's retaining a still bit of water. We'll do something about that later down the track. I'm nearing the bottom now.
Whoa.
Now we could have done with a little bit more of the fines on this area here.
Yeah.
It's loose stone. You can see that, Robin?
Yeah.
And over here to our left, we've got a bit of rubbish that needs to be picked up and put onto the pile in the back of the lot there.
Yeah.
But as a whole, it's really, really well open, and we've got obviously the logs for the sawmill over there, but there's the trail off into the distance there, moving to the edge of the property, which is about 2 or 3 acres in the distance there. It's actually been filled up with quite a bit of rock there, so we could make that into a nice little trail moving from this area. But anyway, let's talk about what our plans are right here. As you can see, there's an area down there that you can see in the distance. It's level. That is exactly where the sawmill is going to be located. And then over to the left here, we intend to put, just before that rubble barrel, a shed, a 12 by 16. So that's going to be built over on that side. And looking back from whence we came, it's moving around up the hill. It is fairly steep as we look up there. It's not going to be an issue now to get machinery up and down, carting logs and timber. If we had Dwayne come over and he cleared a spot just to the left of us over here for a future cabin.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it's a good idea. You know, like I was saying before, this area right here, built the cabin in there, right in the center, then we can have the deck overhanging where it slopes off.
yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it would look fantastic to have something to look at
Yeah.
sitting on the deck. So
Yeah, and when he clears like a lot of more of the smaller trees down there, a lot of the sun will be able to come in on that side of the house where the deck is too, because the sun rises there, comes up, and it sets at the end of our extremely long driveway. Get in the way, like right on this road, even though it goes around, it tilts off to one side, so that tree might be in the way.
Yeah.
Driving. At least if the tree's not there and you have to like go off to the side to when it's icy or something, be able to make it. And then put the other cabin down here so we can have solar panels down here because it's quite open now, especially if we clean up a lot of the smaller trees. It's nice and wide open. Get the solar panels on the roof, the sun come up, get 6 hours of sun right over the top. It'll be good to go.
I definitely got some exposure now from the sun.
Yeah, it's much more open than it was before.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, well, that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. See you next week, guys. Bye. Let's get the logs around on the property. We need a log hauler. So here's the breakdown of the log hauler, and we're putting it all together. And here's the log hauler, fully assembled. Took about an hour actually. Instructions were left to be desired, but we got the thing to come together. So we'll be showing this in a subsequent video on how it all operates and to get the logs hauled over to the sawmill.